name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer. Sitting here with my ride-along host, the Paparazzi. What's up, brother?
Well, as we just discussed off camera, tomorrow's not going to be a very fun day for me as I get to go for a colonoscopy. So,
shit, he's going to get that tube up that asshole.
Yeah.
It ain't that bad, bro. I had one.
I know you've had one. I know a lot of guys had one. As you get older, it's good to have one. So I'm glad I'm going for that. But drinking that drink, I've had one before, but that drink is
it's disgusting.
Yes. You can't eat anything solid for 24 hours, but you have to drink that drink, and I'm just dreading that.
You'll be fine, brother. In the meantime, let's just make that motherfucking guap, and you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
While you're sleeping, we'll be making money.
You have definitely been filling the pockets, that's for sure.
G's while I'm sleeping. That's our motto.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, welcome back to the podcast, man. Even though we just did one, it seems like we haven't been doing them so much, man. Got our YouTube chat. Did you hear the good news?
Yeah, I've been getting the YouTube notifications. Even though I was just in New York, I was seeing the beautiful videos that have been coming out.
We finally got back
Yes.
into our YouTube. We're
Yes.
up and running, which means sportsbook reviews, Motivation 101, Sports Betting 101s. It's all coming your way in full effect. Today's August 17th, podcast number 366, and your bookie sucks dicks. Show sponsored by BlueChew and our boys over there at TMT. Let's go right off the bat with some Vegas news. Oakland Athletics officials were in Las Vegas Tuesday once again with hotel manager Phil Ruffin about a potential North Strip ballpark deal. This meeting was the second to occur this month. Number one, I don't know why they're fronting acting like they don't know where we're going to put the ballpark. They already know exactly where the motherfucking ballpark. They wouldn't be tearing down Texas Station and then Fiesta. For nothing, but I think that's going to be the NBA, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, we have some major shit going on out here in Las Vegas, but we already have the baseball stadium ready to go right up the street here, actually.
Yeah.
And we already got NBA as well. But we've told these guys several times, Oakland is coming to Las Vegas. Just get used to it, period.
You know, a lot of the other leagues like the NBA and the MLB waited to see if Vegas could hold a professional team here, being that we have a lot of out-of-town people that make up the economy here. But you forget that we do have a big base here in Vegas, and with the Knights, with the Raiders, we've shown that this is a hell of a sports city. And like you said, other people come to see their teams. We fill up the stadiums. And if you think Oakland's going to go with that multi-billion-dollar project versus bringing a team here where it's wanted over here, you're wrong, because they're going to be bringing the team here.
Well, not only that, but you want to bring up the Vegas Golden Knights and the Raiders. Like you said, we fill up the stadiums with our fans,
Yes.
let alone all the tourists that pack it and sell it out.
Yes.
This is definitely a professional city and state to have all teams. Anyway, guys, you want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number into our website. We'll get back with you with a free pick. Guys, personal plays are on absolute fucking fire. 21 out of the last 24 games. And that ain't no fake ass Vegas Dave stuff. I'm the best in the industry. I'm undefeated in baseball, and nobody can possibly do what I do. Retain business. I'm the best in the business. God, man, guys, like, no bullshit. That guy needs fucking help. Like, I'm not even laughing and fucking around anymore.
Yeah.
When you lie as much as he do on a daily fucking basis, that becomes a fucking problem.
Yeah.
It's one thing to fake it till you make it, but to be an all-out fraud and lie every day. And I told you we ran his analytics, right? You know, his videos that says 200,000
Right.
views.
How many there
His real
actually are.
views is 700. His real likes are about 36 likes. So not too many people are getting fucked over, but it still cringes me knowing that one or two guys a day are getting robbed and fucked, that people don't deserve it. You guys work too hard for your money to get fucked over by these wannabe guys pitching in their underwear in their rental house and know nothing about sports. I've dedicated my entire life to sports betting. I work with the most high-end people in this industry, from guys that make the lines, and it's not so much of players, coaches, and CEOs that give me the information. It's just I have these people as my friends. I watch the trends. I know where the sharp money is, and I get all the inside information to make money. And when I say inside information, that doesn't mean I have information on a fixed game. There's no such thing. Nor is there any such thing if I know a player on a team giving me information to help me win, because that doesn't help or work either.
It's things like travel habits.
Correct.
What these guys go through when they're off days. Are they practicing? Are they sore? How they fly? What hotels they go into?
What pitcher's behind the plate?
Correct.
Does the pitcher favor away teams? Does the umpire favor home teams, away teams?
Correct.
Pitcher umpire matchup. Real simple, man.
There's lots of stuff that goes out in the world that I have a player as a friend, so he tips me off. Tonight, Oakland's not going to play their starter. It's nothing like that. There's so many different things that go into information, so don't take it like that. Yes, he has lots of players that are friends, but that doesn't mean they're calling him saying, hey, bet against us tomorrow night. That does not happen.
Anyone that tells you they got a fixed game, make sure you look them in the eye when they tell you that so you know what they look like when they're lying.
Correct.
Plain and simple. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, BIP Sports LV. You want to call, probably direct message is the best way about doing business, and he'll hear back from me immediately. Remember, we do not DM about spam or contest or promotions, so if you get contacted by an account with my picture that says they're me, look for the blue check for your own safety. Now, the only other account on Instagram that is me is VIP Sports _ads. Is that correct, E? VIP Sports _ads. That is me. It's an Instagram page just to run ads for boosting ads and football and baseball and all that type of shit. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts. Click the little bell to receive notifications and alerts on everything we do. We greatly appreciate your thumbs up, and we do read all of your comments.
If you haven't gotten in the game and got yourself some absolute blowout winner merchandise, you're going on the Shame on You segment. But you can still get it. T-shirts, hoodies, and more for the recreational or professional sports bettor who wants to be a winner both inside and outside of the sports book. And if you visit AbsoluteBlowoutWinner.com today, we are still offering a free mask with any purchase of $20 or more. You've got winners, you've got losers. Hey, Steve, which one are you?
I'm an absolute blowout winner. And speaking of absolute blowout winner, Ethan, how many people we have to have the attorney send a cease and desist over the last few months? Shout out to Cody Covers. You guys must have fucking thought it was a game. When I tell you that I own the trademark and copyright of the phrase absolute blowout winner, and I own the merchandising trademark to absolute blowout winner, that means you can't wear a hat unless it's bought from me saying absolute blowout winner, and you can't say my phrase absolute blowout winner unless you want to get sued. However, just come up with your own fucking phrase.
Or,
you know
come to you with $1 million and just, hey, no problem.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, shout out to the troops. Yep. Like I said, want to give a shout out to all active and retired military. We appreciate everything you guys do for us, I should say. It's because of you guys out there fighting for our country that allows me to be able to live a great life, win games for people, and make a shit ton of money. Who's NFL preseason sponsored by, Poppy?
Well, the NFL preseason is sponsored by my favorite boys over there at BlueChew. It says on the ad here, fall is here, and fall is about to be here again. That's how old this read is. But summer is here, guys, and we could all use a stiff breeze. That's right. This episode is sponsored by BlueChew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where BlueChew comes in. BlueChew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable tablet and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. All you have to do is sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you will receive your prescription within days. It's that easy. The best part, it's all done online, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. BlueChew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package.
You think so?
I know so.
Yeah, you get it on a regular.
Correct.
It's time to get off the couch, guys, and back to work. If your tool needs an upgrade, head to BlueChew.com. Guys, there's nothing sexier than confidence, and BlueChew can help give you confidence where it counts. So if you could use a little benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, BlueChew can help. We've got a special deal for all our listeners. Try BlueChew for free and use our promotional code VIP at checkout You just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promotional code VIP to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information, and we do thank BlueChew for sponsoring the podcast. NFL officiating news, although an illegal contact penalty is only 5 yards, Poppy, they are automatic first downs and killer for defenses.
Yes.
1 or 2 of the penalties a game could result in an extra field goal or touchdown. From 2012 to 2020, on an average, there were 97 illegal contact penalties per year. But last season, there were just 37 illegal contact penalties, a huge drop-off. So this year, the NFL has instructed officials to emphasize illegal contact penalties early in the season. Here's a question. Could this lead to higher scoring, and do the sportsbooks adjust their lines accordingly based on this type of information?
Well, as you would say, not no, but fuck no. Look at the preseason scores. I mean, 80% have been overs.
Correct.
So
versus last year, under.
Correct. Now, does that mean just because they're emphasizing on this that that's making it over? No. But as you have information, teams are trying to get their offenses more in gear at this point than they were previous, and it's absolutely showing.
And if you guys want to know when the lines maker adjusts their odds, it's not going to be based off preseason. It'll be based off the real season. And remember, they're going off last year's power rankings. In every sport, in the beginning of the season, the odds makers and lines makers go all off last year's power rankings. So the first 3 games, the bookmakers are kind of in the area, but nowhere near where they'll be in week 7, 8, 9, etc. So, I mean, if you have a shot, it's definitely early in the season if you're looking for a line differential without the lines makers being right on.
No, and things, guys, with totals, like information that he gets, he might know that a certain team out there in camp is really focusing on their 2-minute drill. So that means both in the first half and the second half, if they have the opportunity with the ball with 2 minutes or under, they're going to really try and score, where in the regular season they might down the ball or something like that. So when he has information on that, that's information you can't get that he can get.
Well, not to mention, I'm not going to sit here and lie like Purse Boy and say I'm 150-0 in baseball. However, we are 6-0 undefeated in preseason.
Right, and that doesn't mean you're 60-0. You haven't played every game that's
6-0.
out there.
6-0.
You've picked your spots. You're waiting for your next spot. Guys, another thing you really need to do, and I'm sure he'll come out with a video, before you go into this football season, college and pro, you need to come up with a plan. Not a plan 5 weeks in that you're buried and now you need his help. You need to decide if you want to work with a guy who's legitimate, been on television, been in the same location nearly 20 years, invest into his program and go with him instead of going on your own, instead of paying these $99 Instagram guys, getting killed, then needing his help.
Calling us when they're buried and don't have no money.
Correct. You need a plan. You
need money to start with me.
Correct. So I'm sure he's going to do a couple of videos. I'm going to get him to. I'll make him film it, get on there. But go into this as a business. Get a plan together and do it right.
Yes, sir. I say all the time, we talk about totals. Just everyone looks at the side. Look at the total.
Yeah.
The over is 14-3 in all preseason games, including the Hall of Fame game.
Yep.
14-3. So if you just took every game over, you'd be in the dough right now.
And the previous podcast we did, we talked about how the over in the preseason week 1 was like 80%.
Mm-hmm. Underdogs finished 8-7 straight up, 9-6 against the spread in week 1. Home and road dog teams split 8-8 straight up, with home teams leading 9-7 against the spread. Once again, totals 14-3. Stop trying to bet your team and go with your heart when the totals and the overs are getting you paid.
Right there.
Raiders beat Vikings 26-20 to move to 2-0 against the spread this season. Raiders head coach said he has never seen a better atmosphere for a preseason game. Well, you're in Vegas. Well, when you're in Vegas, what do you expect?
This, guys, is a sports town. For anybody, all future things like Super Bowl, All-Star games, stuff like that, they're all looking at Vegas because of this atmosphere.
Sport.
Yes.
When the Vegas Knights started, what did everyone in hockey say?
It's the best place to play.
Most electrifying fucking place I've ever been to watch a hockey game.
Yep.
Now it's going to be the Raiders. Then it's going to be Oakland. Then it's going to be the NBA
I even
team.
go to the WNBA games. I'm not going to lie to you guys, and people might laugh at that, but I'm telling you, the WNBA games here are electric and great. Mark Davis, our Raiders owner, purchased the team.
Thursday night preview, Bears are plus 3.5 at Seahawks with a 4.5-point total. Chicago beat Kansas City in week 1 with a 19-14 victory. The quarterback competition in Seattle heated up in their 32-25 loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Storylines for this game, guys. Will Justin Fields get more work for the Bears. Could Nathan Peterman dominate another second half? And who will eventually be the season starter between Drew Lock or Geno Smith for Seattle? Who do you think?
I think that Drew Lock will be the starter for Seattle. I think Nathan Peterman was our backup last year, played most of the preseason, was dynamite in preseason. So it doesn't surprise me that he's doing well over there. But definitely you're going to have the kid from Ohio State. He will be the starter over there. But for Seattle, I think Drew Lock will be the starter.
Friday night, Saints are +3 at Packers, a 39.5-point total. Saints and Packers are both coming off Week 1 preseason losses. The Packers will take another long look at backup quarterback Jordan Love to see if they wasted a first-round pick on the young quarterback.
I think that's a little harsh. I do think Jordan Love needs to show some progress.
He needs to show some love?
Yeah, he needs to show some love. But mind you, he's sitting there behind the MVP, Aaron Rodgers. Is he the one getting all the first-team snaps? Absolutely not. But he does need to show a little potential.
The Saints will showcase Andy Dalton and Ian Book from Notre Dame to do a quarterbacking in the preseason. Now, I will tell you guys right now, a lot of talk of the town, that our boy over there at the Packers, Aaron Rodgers, Packers aren't going to be that team. They're not going to win any games. You got the Packers fucked up. Packers will cover the spread. Packers will be a good team this year, and I would not count those motherfuckers out ever with Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback.
Correct. It's like Tom Brady. To go bet against Tom Brady, you're insane. To go bet against Aaron Rodgers and think he's going to be a loser, the guy's been a winner his whole life.
Abso-fucking-lutely. We got our producer of the show over there that seems to think the Vegas Raiders are going to finish last in their division. Do you believe that?
I do not believe that. He also told me that his wild card shot for the World Series is the Seattle Mariners. So.
Jesus, God. That's a guy betting with his heart. You can't bet with your
heart. I
heart.
told him that.
No, see, here, let me look into the camera for you with your crooked-ass neck. Seattle Mariners have zero fucking shot of winning the World Series, and the Raiders 1,000% will not finish last. So stack up that cash because you will lose both those bets.
Yes.
Saturday, Raiders are -2 at the Dolphins with a 42-point total. Tua did not play in the first preseason game for Miami. The Dolphins gave all of their Week 1 snaps to Skylar Thompson, their 7th-round pick in 2022. Thompson had an impressive performance in Week 1 of the preseason. He went 20 for 28 for 218 yards and 1 touchdown. Here's the question. This is a very high total for preseason game. Do you think the books are overcorrecting because overs have killed them so far this preseason?
I do a little bit.
Preseason?
Yeah, this is, remember, the Raiders' 3rd game. And in preseason, most coaches make that 3rd game the big game where they're trying to set their rosters and stuff. So the Raiders starters might get some playing time in this one. They've had the advantage of having that extra game. And to be honest with you, the Raiders' defense has been pretty good in the preseason. I expect their defense to step up. So I do think this over is overinflated, and I think the Raiders' defense is going to step up a lot in this game.
We have 4 more games to go over preseason, but at this point, all they got to do is call or DM VIP Sports LV. I don't need to give you a breakdown on every game. I'm not ESPN. You know what I mean? Entertainment news, Kim Kardashian has reportedly broken up with Pete Little Dick Davidson. A source close to Davidson, according to People magazine, said Davidson is seeking help for online harassment he has received at the hands of Kanye West throughout his relationship with Kim. Well, goddamn, man. He's a normal white boy. All he does is smoke his weed, likes to fuck, hooked up with Kim Kardashian, and gets harassed from Kanye constantly. The fucking poor dude's probably scared.
Well, I being that I was in the celebrity news world, he knew what he was getting into hooking up with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, but that pussy of hers might have you do things you wouldn't normally do, Poppy.
He accepted what was going to come, not only from the public, but from Kanye. Kanye is a psycho. He's shown us all he's a psycho for many years. He started with it. He gave him many warnings, and Pete just stepped it up. Then Pete got a little cocky doing some, comedic shit back at Kanye. So when you play with fire, my man, you're going to get burned, and I'm sure you're getting burned right now.
But at the end of the day, I know people think Kanye's crazy, he's a weirdo,
He
this
is.
and that. And okay, great. But understand this also. He has a lot of money. He's from the hood in Chicago and has a lot of people that can do a lot of things to you if he really wants to.
Yeah,
I could see Pete being legitimately scared.
I would not advise anybody to go fuck with Kanye. If Kanye used his head a little bit more, he'd have using those resources taking care of a lot of people that wouldn't go.
How about he uses his resource to fuck all those other bad bitches he has and get over Kim's pussy?
Yeah.
I mean, her pussy is not the best in the fucking world, dude.
I agree.
But I could see Pete, boy, hitting that big old ass from the back he was probably sprung like a motherfucker.
I'm sure he took some videos, some comedic videos that he has for him and his friends.
And
Oh
at
my
the same
God.
time, for Kim, though, she can't go from getting fucking 11 and 12-inch dick down to a white boy 5.5. I mean,
Yeah.
that tier ain't dropping that she's looking for. So, Pete, in the future, if you ever have a girl like Kim, hit the asshole. That'll take you to a level with her that you ain't got to worry about your small cock.
Pete's missed
you know
some
what I
of our podcasts because
absolutely.
we've explained it in previous podcasts.
Not only that, but I'll say it for NBA players once again. I'll say it for NFL players and MLB. Hit the ass, keep your cash.
Yeah.
You don't want to get these hoes pregnant because they will break you. MLB segment. Yankees have now lost 5 consecutive series. Yankees are blowing my fucking mind right now, which is a good thing because I'd rather them fall apart right now. They're definitely making the playoffs regardless.
Yes.
So I would rather them have their bad spurt now, unlike the end of the season when they have a chance to win it all like they do every year. So do you think Yankees can pull out of this?
I do. I still like the Yankees to possibly win the World Series. They've been playing tough teams. Don't think that they're not. They're playing at St. Louis.
But to lose 10 out of 12
Seattle,
games?
they've all been close games, mind you. Their bats have not been hitting. They've been really low scoring. And
Correct.
Pitching, you know, when you're giving up 1 or 2 runs a game, 3 runs at most, and you're losing these games, can't blame the pitching staff. But the hitting has not been consistent.
I know the judge is still holding court.
Yeah, but the only thing that scares me is they're playing tough teams right now and not getting the job done. They can beat up on the weaker teams. I'd like to see them be beating the tougher teams right now.
Yankees lead Tampa Bay by 9 games after New York's 3-1 loss to the Rays on Tuesday. Here's a stat. Yankees have scored just 9 runs, just 9 fucking runs total in their last 7 games, which for the Yankees, that's unheard of. And they have hit under in all 7 fucking games, which means, like you said, they're not scoring. Yankees went from plus 360 to plus 450 to win the World Series and sit in third behind the Dodgers and Astros with the Mets right behind the Yankees at plus 500. Is that – hopefully it goes up to 600 so I can put 10,000 on it.
Yeah, I definitely think they're right there. The Dodgers, you can pretty much put a pen in. They're going to the World Series. I went and saw the Mets while I was in New York. Great ballpark. Really good team. I'm not sure they have the bats to be able to beat a Dodger team to go all the way to
Hands
the World
down
Series.
right now, by far best team in baseball, LA Dodgers, without any fucking shadow.
They've
of a
bought
doubt.
it.
Well, I'm just saying, when you have them on the run line minus $1.90,
Yeah.
the value isn't there.
Correct.
So a lot of my big boys have asked why we haven't taken the Dodgers because I'm not giving out a run line minus $1.90.
Correct.
These fucking sports consultants that give you minus $1.90, minus 300, minus 400, what the fuck are you paying them for? You don't need that, nor should you ever bet a game minus 300 by yourself.
No.
Baseball is all about underdog value, totals, plus $1.10, minus $1.20 at tops, guys. Be focused. Stay smart. Get your fucking money. Here's a recap, a monster of a pitching matchup. Yesterday, the 2 pitchers with the lowest ERA, Houston Astros, Justin Verlander, took on the White Sox, rightly Dylan Cease. Houston was minus $1.35, by the way, favorites, and the total was 7 runs. Verlander won that battle. By the way, Verlander looks very good since he come back. Verlander, they get the job done? Houston lost last night,
Correct.
didn't they? Great job on that, brother. Houston definitely did what they needed to do. And how'd Verlander look overall? Average, huh? But his few games back, he's going to be all right, unlike all these other pitchers. Like, what about our boy over there for the Dodgers? Kershaw.
You
Think, huh?
I think Kershaw
Can get rocked at any fucking time.
correct. He's still a great pitcher, but he can still get rocked at any time.
Yeah, well, Astros continue to have the best record in the American League, by the way. Here's the question. If the Yankees took on the Astros in the ALCS, would you feel confident betting on the Yankees to win that series? Right now, absolutely not.
No.
The Yankees get back on point, it'll be a different story.
I agree.
But right now, no. I'd have to roll with Houston. National League, the San Diego Padres have replaced a planned Fernando Tatis Jr. bobblehead night with a Juan Soto T-shirt giveaway after Tatis was banned for 80 games following a positive test for a performance-enhancing drug. Tatis said he was taking a medication for ringworm and didn't know what exactly was in the medication. Well, maybe you should try going to your Major League Baseball doctor instead of your bootleg one that you are, so you know what the fuck you're taking. But good excuse, though.
That was just one of the excuses. I heard another excuse that his son was taking some kind of thing and he touched it and accidentally.
But didn't, what was the horse guy?
Bob Baffert.
Baffert used the ringworm thing as an excuse for the steroids, too, right?
Yeah.
So you think he got that from Baffert, or
Yes, I think he's just drawing at straws trying to come up with anything that could possibly work.
No doubt. However, Tatis, I love his game. 80 games, a little harsh for me personally, considering that half, if not 70% of Major League Baseball is on enhancing drugs. Tatis, up your game a little bit and learn how to not get caught because everybody's doing it.
He totally screwed San Diego. San Diego made the big deal to get Soto and Josh Bell over there. They made a pitching move, and they were really trying to be in contention to definitely make that wild card spot, but they were counting on Tatis to be back.
No shit.
Tatis really fucked them, and it's going to be interesting to see if San Diego can still pull it out and get to the playoffs.
LA Dodgers are the first team to win 80 games this season.
Shocker.
Dodgers star pitcher Walker Buehler will have a season-ending elbow surgery, but the Dodgers have plenty of quality starting pitchers, including starter Tony Gonzalez is 14-1, Tyler Anderson from Las Vegas, our boy, 13-2. Mets looked great a week ago against the Braves, but now the Braves pounded the Mets 13-1 on Monday, 5-0 on Tuesday, but Max Scherzer will throw for New York versus Atlanta on Wednesday today. Jake DeGrom will throw for the New York versus Atlanta on Thursday. DeGrom is already in the top 5 for most pitches of 100 miles per hour or faster by a starter. And he has only started 3 games this season, going 2-0 with a 1.6 ERA. Is DeGrom the best pitcher in baseball right now?
Yes.
I think hands down he is.
Yes.
Not even up for discussion, right?
The Mets are a very solid team. The Mets are a team that you can bet on.
Correct, but
night in,
however,
night out.
when they get blown out 18-1 in 2 games, does that mean you come back and bet the Mets confidently? Absolutely not.
No.
There's other games on the board to play. You don't ever bet a team due to lose.
No.
Baseball, you bet the streaks. The teams are winning, you bet them until they lose. You don't ever bet a bet with a team due to lose.
Right. So you guys know, even not a massive pitcher for the Mets, but Bassett right now is absolutely on fire with back-to-back wins. His ball right now is flying there. They can't hit it. So look for Bassett at a much better price than Max Scherzer or DeGrom.
After the disappointing losses to the Mets, the Phillies have bounced back to win 2 straight games, and they are now in the 2nd spot in the NL wild card. Phillies are 15-4 in their last 19 games, and I've been on about 17 of those. Phillies have fucking paid me.
The Phillies are finally playing like they should. They're definitely a playoff team. They should easily make it in the NL wild card. If they can avoid some more injuries, they've had a lot of injuries to key players. Just avoid the injuries and just not blow games with their pitching staff, the relief staff. The Phillies are a solid team and should make it to the playoffs.
Should we give Ethan a little message? Phillies will make it further than Seattle.
Yeah.
Write that down and circle it. What do you think, Poppy?
I agree with that, too.
Here's a golden nugget individual team betting trend. Marlins have not been in a winning baseball team this year, but if you've been betting their team total under bets for the last few weeks, you would have hit on a big winning streak.
Yep.
For the first time in 53 years, the Marlins scored 3 runs or fewer in their last 16 games.
Yep.
Guys, you want to get paid, you better be taking the Marlins under. The last time they put 4 runs or more on the board was all the way back in July 28, a 4-6 loss to the New York Mets. Marlins only won 4 games during that stretch, but they went under 3.5 runs in all of those games. Marlins finally scored more than 3.5 runs last night versus San Diego in a 4-3 win. Here's the nugget. Like I said, the Orioles have turned things around, and they are now 76-40 on the run line this season. 76-40 on the fucking run line this season. That is amazing, and I want to give a shout-out to Baltimore for being outrageously turnaround team, maybe of the year.
Yeah, and they traded away their best player, and they're still winning.
Nugget, betting against Washington Nationals pitcher Patrick Corbin has been the gift that keeps on giving. The Cubs beat the Nationals on Tuesday. Nationals are now 4-20 in games with Patrick Corbin as the starter. And 18 of those losses have been by at least 2 runs, making a great run line bet. Nationals, worst team in baseball?
Yeah, I think that Patrick Corbin's pitching today as well. But you got to also remember that Patrick Corbin is usually going up against other teams' aces. So that has to be factored in there. But as far as betting, proof's in the pudding right there, and you should be betting against them on the run line.
Guys, like I said, men lie, women lie, results don't. My personal plays have the biggest winning percentage out of anybody in this business, hands fucking down. I know you guys are tired of hearing everybody say, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, but facts and reality don't fucking lie. Like I said, men lie, women lie, results don't. You guys are used to hearing so many people on Instagram talking about they're 160-0, they haven't lost. I lose fucking games. But my personal plays, guys that are spending big money and betting big money, are making more money than they ever have in their fucking life. I got over a dozen people that make 6 figures a month betting $5,000 a game, Poppy. I'm not talking about guys betting $20,000 a game.
They have a plan. And
It's
they're
called
disciplined.
money management and discipline. That is the formula for success in this industry. Betting a game a day, not every day, and betting the same amount of money on every game. You guys out there that are betting different increments and different unit amounts on every game, you'll never have a chance in the world of making fucking money. I love when a guy has 3 winners at $1,000. He's 3-0. Then he bets the 4th game for $3,000. You have a 3-1 record and you're negative money.
Yeah.
That should never be the case. Remember, focus, guys, money management and discipline. The sports book love motherfuckers like you. You got to keep your head on straight, and you can have one of the biggest years you've ever had. There's going to be more money bet this season than any other season in the history of the NFL
Yes.
and college football.
That's true.
We've already broken trends in NBA. We've already broken trends for Major League Baseball, and it's going to be the same in football. Guys, it's a $1 trillion industry, and you deserve your fair share. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help you get that fucking money. Everybody can use a second income, and I want to make sure you get it. Remember, I got mine. I want to make sure you get yours. Make sure you DM VIP Sports LV. We got all sorts of packages for all size shapes of sports bettors. And to you other guys out there making a fucking fake accounts with nothing else to do with your time, you guys out there photoshopping tickets, posting them on your Instagram like they're yours, you other guys out there stealing other people's tickets, find something else to do with your motherfucking time and boss the fuck up. There's only one boss. Bet on Steve Stevens. He is I, and I is him. Come join the fucking money team. Let's go get that money. And remember one thing, Poppy.
Don't let the players be the only ones to get paid.
I couldn't say it any better. We love you guys. See you next week.
It's Steve Stevens. I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pirate.
I keep hearing things. I keep hearing